Good evening and welcome to the Pleasantville Board of Trustees meeting. Today is Monday, August 12th. If you are watching live on Monday, August 12th, we encourage you to call in if you have comments or questions. Our call-in number is 769-1677. As always, you can catch us live on Cablevision or Verizon Cable TV, and also at pctv76.org. And within a couple of days, you can pick up an on-demand webcast of the meeting at pctv76.org. Our next scheduled meeting is Monday, August 26th, 2 weeks from today at 8 p.m. with a work session at 7. In the category of oral communications, we have acknowledged the receipt of a petition from the Foxwood Condominium Residents regarding the benchmark senior living proposal. That is a proposal for a senior assisted living project that would be is proposed to be built on the wooded property just north of the Methodist Church. That requires a zoning change, and it is a discussion that has been ongoing. Foxwood has sent us a petition that asserts that sufficient number of adjacent homeowners have expressed concern about this that would require a supermajority of the board. That would be 4 out of 5 instead of 3 out of 5 in order to pass such a zoning change. We have some questions about the nature of the petition, but we've received it. It's on the file, and should it become an issue, we can certainly take a further look at it. A couple of announcements to make, one of which is an update on the Sawmill River Parkway flooding problem. As I have mentioned a couple of times, we've had a series of meetings, including 2 meetings now at the County Executive's office with officials from the Department of Transportation. We are waiting for further word from them, but I am cautiously optimistic that we will see some improvement in that condition. And it is also very clear that our plight in the sawmill around Pleasantville between Grant Street and Marble Avenue is very much on the radar screen of the regional DOT office in Poughkeepsie and also of the DOT headquarters up in Albany. So we are keeping the pressure on in every possible way, and I want to publicly thank the County Executive's office for doing the same. We're getting support in every direction, and I also thank the residents who have been vigorous in making their feelings known. The conditions that we have confronted over the last couple of years are just out of control, impossible, and something has to be done about it. The grim reality is that Sawmill keeps sinking, and therefore one option is just to keep adding more asphalt, which certainly is a short-term fix and one which we have pushed for. The long-term fix is variously described as between $20 and $40 million. That is on the radar screen, as I mentioned, at DOT as well, and we are waiting to hear more from them. So keep you up to date on all of that. Anybody else have an announcement, a report, or whatever? The farm market continues every Saturday morning, 8:30 to 1.
Yes.
Continues to be a great success. Our new market managers, Food Chester, which is an organization that grew out of our farm market committee, has been doing a great job, and I can report with enthusiasm that it's time well spent to go on down to Memorial Plaza every Saturday morning.
No, go ahead. I was just thinking that the word asphalt is a lot like the word assume. So.
Okay. Got that for the minutes, Judy?
Wait a minute.
Next.
Okay, it's August. All right, there are no further announcements. Let's go to the resolutions. Colleen, number 189.
Resolve the pre-check register dated August 12, 2013, covering check numbers, EFT numbers 1000 through 1045, wire transfer 76065, regular pre-check number 76066 through 76200 has been reviewed and they are hereby approved as listed below. Coming from the general fund, the water fund, the capital fund, the refuse fund, the pool fund, and the trust and agency fund, totaling $383,596.46.
Is there a second?
Second.
Comments or questions?
I had one question. Patty, on page 12 of the pre-check register, I'm sure there's a reason for this, the Chappaqua Transportation, Inc. for day camp trips that amount was $10,700. That just seemed
Yeah,
on the
that
high
went
side
up
to me.
like 2 years ago. They had to raise the camp prices in accordance because the
bus
Chapel
fees are
Block,
so
the bus
high.
fees went out of control.
Gas.
It went up like, because of gas prices.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have the
exactly.
breakdown of what
Gas,
trips are
insurance, et
involved,
cetera.
But that
it's
was what was in the
Full summer's
budget.
worth of camp, camp programs.
All of the senior trips, the junior, yeah.
I'm saying, I'm sure it's
Yeah.
right, it just seems,
It's ridiculous.
It is
Ridiculous.
high.
It's ridiculous.
Right.
And we had to compensate for that in the prices as well.
and obviously we've looked for cheaper transportation.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed we paid $1,300 or something like that for a bus service to get people to one of the camp trips to, for one day.
Well, also in the check registry was a lot of the music festival
know.
expenses that are coming in. Are we gonna get a recap of that soon, or
think
just
we're
waiting for them
close.
all to come in?
Yeah, we should be pretty close to having a full accounting. I don't know what else would be outstanding. We have our payrolls in. We usually have to wait for that. We have 1 or 2 vendors that we know the bills are coming, but they should be in by the next bill run. So
Okay.
we'll have an accounting at the next meeting.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion approved. Mindy?
Resolved that the Board of Trustees has reviewed the minutes of the meeting held on July 22nd, 2013, and they are hereby approved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Comments or questions? Judy, just one correction there. The DOT Regional Director, bottom of page 1 is Gorton, Gorton.
Like the fishermen.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion approved.
Important.
Number 180, no, hold on.
191.
191, right.
Resolved that the Board of Trustees hereby approves the village administrator sign the prisoner transport agreement with Westchester County as per the terms set forth in their agreement dated August 12th, 2013.
Is there a second?
Second.
Patty, you want to describe this one?
Yeah, we have been, and so have all other police agencies in the county, in an intermunicipal agreement with Westchester County for prisoner transportation to and from our court to Valhalla. And there is a predetermined fee structure based on mileage and distance from the court facility to the county jail. And, we have been participating in this agreement for decades as a matter of just intermunicipal cooperation.
And it's our police officers that do the transport, not
We
county.
transport on their behalf.
As long as they
Right.
weren't
That is
arrested
right.
by a county police officer.
So we get reimbursed at the rate of 55.5 cents per mile, the current IRS rate, but we are obviously not reimbursed for the cost of the
Salary.
officers.
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion approved. 192.
Resolved that the Board of Trustees hereby engages the Services of Hillman and Miley, 222 Mamaroneck Avenue, White Plains, New York, for construction management services with respect to the Village Hall roof rehabilitation project as per the terms set forth in their agreement dated July 30th, 2013.
Is there a second?
Second.
Patty, you just want to, I think we're all
Sure.
pretty familiar with
Yeah,
it, but for the benefit of
Hillman and
the...
Miley have worked with the village on several projects in the past. We are going to be using them on a per diem hourly basis going forward with respect to this Village Hall roof repair project. And we have our first meeting this coming Wednesday with High Tech, the company that's going to be undertaking the work. We'll have our pre-construction meeting, and then we'll have a schedule of values as well as an anticipated work schedule to share with the village board. So Kevin Miley will be supplementing those types of services that will be taken on by both Mike Testa and Jeff Econom as this project progresses. We will do most of the daily inspections
Okay.
with our own staff.
So unrelated to this resolution, what sort of a schedule can people expect? We're going to be scaffolding the building and...
Right,
It'll be-
scaffolding within the next several weeks. By the end of the month, that should be up. The project should start in earnest right after Labor Day. And we would expect, weather permitting, the project to take anywhere from 6 to 12 weeks maximum.
So this will be, it's, from our standpoint, a grim development, but when we knew it was coming, we have a number of leaks in the roof, frustrating situation, but needs to be fixed. And we've taken the opportunity not only to set up a program that will make the repairs and resolve the leaks, restore some of the woodwork that has been damaged by the water, but at the same time add better snow guards and also some snow melt heated wires that will improve our situation in the winter, both from the standpoint of avoiding any freeze-ups that cause water to infiltrate back onto the tiles, but also to improve safety on the sidewalk. So, all in favor? Aye. Motion approved.
I would also say that, as I said last week, if Mr. Miley has any suggestions as we go along here, that I'd be open to hearing some of those. If he looks at various aspects of the plan and thinks that maybe there are more cost-effective ways to accomplish the problem or the solution, he should not feel constrained to say those things.
Good.
Okay.
Thank you, Brian.
I trust him.
193, Colleen.
Whereas Deputy Village Treasurer Pamela Hoffman will be retiring October 23rd, 2013, and whereas the village has interviewed several candidates and will be appointing Noreen Regan as Deputy Treasurer, and whereas some overlapping and training is necessary, and whereas Westchester County Department of Human Resources does not allow for 2 deputy treasurers. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Trustees, based on the rules and regulations of Westchester County Department of Human Resources, hereby appoints Noreen Regan as a seasonal employee effective September 9, 2013 to October 23, 2013 for training purposes at a salary of $38.46 per hour.
Is there a second?
Second.
We will not ask you to serve as a lifeguard.
Yeah.
Well, the ranks are going to be pretty thin the last week.
All right.
We could use the help. Why
We may
not?
need-
How about leaf pickup or,
We intend to introduce Noreen shortly, and you will get your first look at our new deputy treasurer, but we will first do resolutions 194 and 195. Did we vote on 194?
No, we just had
All in
the
favor?
motion.
Aye. Motion approved. 194.
resolved that the Board of Trustees hereby accepts the resignation letter from Deputy Treasurer Pamela Hoffman dated July 22nd, 2013, resigning from her position as Deputy Treasurer effective October 23rd, 2013.
Is there a second?
Second.
A sad day for us, and one we knew that was coming. Pam has been our deputy treasurer for how many years now?
8
8?
years.
And a person of great good humor and great stability and a calm face regardless of what storm swirls. We wish her well in retirement. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion approved. 195, Jonathan.
Resolved that the Board of Trustees hereby appoints Nancy Regan to the unexpired term of Deputy Treasurer
Can you change that to
effective...
Noreen, please?
What's that?
Noreen.
Noreen?
You see why I made that mistake earlier?
Well, I knew it was Noreen, but I thought
Judy
it
was
was...
thinking
Nancy
20 years ago.
Reagan.
It's on there.
She's
It is.
loving.
For days, and then I
I thought you were only
corrected, but
joking.
I didn't
Oh, that's too
I-
funny.
I
catch
read
that one.
the resolution.
Let me
I'm sorry.
restate. I thought
Mary
that
and I did not
Noreen
want
might have
Nancy
been one of
Reagan
those
to be the deputy.
fancy...
It will not.
Mary and I have a lot to
Noreen.
say about this all of a sudden.
Noreen,
This is-
Noreen,
Yes.
I got it down.
Oh, that's
Don't worry.
fantastic.
Okay.
I'll call you
195 resolved that the Board of
Rest her
Trustees,
soul.
this is an ominous start, hereby appoints Noreen Regan to the unexpired term of Deputy Treasurer effective October 24, 2013 through April 7, 2014 at a salary of $70,000.
Is there a second?
Second.
We are delighted to unanimously vote to welcome Maureen Reagan as our deputy treasurer. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion approved. Welcome.
Welcome.
Why don't you come visit?
We don't clap you during budget season.
Well, I want to thank the board for the appointment, and I want to thank Patty and Mary. It was actually a delightful experience to come and interview and to meet Peter and Jonathan so far with the village, and I
We're
really
actually the
look
best of the
forward.
bunch. So.
That's the main thing.
And I've never started a new job where I already had a nickname. If I'm Nancy for the season, that's fine. I'm
You just have
okay
to
with
wear
that.
red. You have to wear red all the time.
Okay, till October 23rd. But thank you very much.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I'd love to.
Thank you. Glad to have you here. I know you've been through a competitive process. We had quite a few applicants, and We are very pleased to gain your services and your experience and your good spirit, and you join a finance team led by Mary that has things humming along like a Swiss watch, and you'll fit in well there. So welcome.
Mr. Mayor, can I just say, I would, and Mary will echo these sentiments, I'm sure. I'm very grateful that the board allows us to continue to bring in a very high level of talent here and a very sophisticated management team, and we are delighted to be working with Noreen Nancy for the next several years. And as you know, her appointment is subject to annual reappointment by the Board of Trustees. So we will be reintroducing Noreen again in April as our candidate for the Deputy Treasurer's position. It's just a matter of form and function with the law.
Well,
So welcome aboard. We're
We
delighted to have
we
you.
learned our lessons well, and that having anybody less than the best is actually costs more than actually having the best. So we're very much committed to and welcome, and then glad that you're able to find people as good as they've been. So thank
We
you.
appreciate that. We really do. Thank you.
All right. 196, Jonathan.
Me.
No.
Brian,
Resolve
and you
Brian,
have to
sorry,
recuse
I'm mixing,
yourself
yeah.
from this, Brian.
The board, no,
No, this is still Robert
It's
Stone.
still Robert
This-
Stone.
Oh.
This one is
Oh, the next
197.
resolved that the Board of
Sorry.
Trustees
197.
Trustees hereby reappoints Robert Stone to the Planning Commission for a 3-year term to expire April 2016.
Is there a second?
Second.
Housekeeping venture here to reappoint Robert. We thank him for his longstanding service. All in favor? Aye. Motion
Thanks, Rob.
approved. Then the last one is 197, not 196.
And could we get this scanned to us, just to add, after we do it?
Thank you.
Resolved that the Board of Trustees hereby approves the request from Romer Avenue residents to hold the block party on Saturday, August 17th, 2013, from 2 p.m. to 12 midnight.
Is there a second?
Second.
Legendary block party.
Although,
over on
I don't
Romer.
think
You might need some
trustee
police
Cunningham
presence.
didn't, trustee Scarstead didn't sign this, so.
Well,
he's not
I
invited.
told them how to do it.
10 hours, wow.
Yeah, that's a long block party.
And they use it.
All right, I'm sure. All in favor? Aye. Have a good time, Romer Avenue. Any further announcements, new business? Comments from the public at 769-1677. With that, we will adjourn the regular meeting and return to work session. We have a couple of items that we're working on in work session, one of which is further discussion about the improvements we've been working on for the pool, looking at a renovation of the bathrooms and some other kinds of improvements that we hope to get accomplished in the fall, so that when the pool opens next year, you will see the fruits of these labors. So we will return to work session, discuss that, as well as a few other items on our list. Is there a motion to adjourn the regular meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Can't move it and second it. Got some.
Second.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you again in 2 weeks.